Welcome to the section 3 of Docker tips, tricks and techniques course. In this section, we'll learn how to run databases with Docker storage, persistence and data management. So we'll be leveraging volumes with Docker containers, then we'll be using Docker managed volumes for better maintainability of them. We'll be sharing volumes between containers to ensure no data loss. In the video number 4, we'll be plugging into volumes lifecycle for easier troubleshooting. And finally, we'll see how to run databases leveraging Docker volumes. This is the first video in which we'll be leveraging volumes with Docker containers. So we'll create a volume, we'll mount volume into Apache HTTP container, and we'll see volume content on the local file system. So let's go to the CLI. So in section number 3, you have script that is called leveraging volumes. So let's start from creating the container Apache HTTP. So let's dig into that command. So we are running the container and naming it bmweb, and there is new flag that we'll be digging into it in this section. So the v flag, it tells that this is the volume. So volume has pattern of two paths. First path is on a local file system, will be example docs, and second part of it is the path within Docker container. So user local Apache to HT docs will be within container that we are just starting. We are forwarding port 80 to 80 and we are using HTTPD latest. So let's start the container and see what will happen. Once we have that, let's create read-only volume. So how to do that? So we are using Docker run. We are specifying volume example docs that will be mapped to the test space RO. So additional switch tells the Docker about permissions of this directory. We are basing on Alpine and we are executing echo test. So test should be printed to the test space test file. When we will do that, there will be an error because test space test is read-only file system. We just specify that. So how can we alleviate that problem? So let's list the example docs absent. It tells us there is no such file or directory and create that one. So this time we are creating a new Docker container and volume will be example docs absent and is mapped to the absent, but absent path is within Docker container. So this path is internal to Docker container and this is on a local file system. Once we have that, we should grab absent directory, mounting that. So let's execute the command and you can see that there is OSXFS on absent directory. So it means that we have permissions to modify that and do some operations. Because of that, we can list absent and you can see that this time there is empty directory return. Previously, when we listed the directory that was not existing, here absent, there was a problem. Right now, directory is present because it was created. We were able to create that because of the proper permissions. So if you will omit the last part, when creating new volume here, you can see that it will be in a write permissions. If you are specifying it explicitly as RO, it will be read only and it will be not usable by the container.